Life got me on the high-speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm keeping my faith. Been counted out, looked over, from the very beginning. Stay down, never change, got acquainted to win. Hey, life got me on the high-speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm keeping my faith. Been counted out, looked over, from the very beginning. Stay down, never change, got acquainted to win. Without fuckery and hate, sorrow and the grief.
We gonna rock out.
Yeah. In the Lab Live podcast, man, and I got my little bro, man, my brother from another mother. I got Dundee in the building, man. The boy is he real humble with this shit, like he legendary. South Acres legend, you know, he the baby of some of these legends come out of South Acres, man. He the voice of the hood with his artwork.
Yeah.
He don't be around too much, he don't be in too much, he don't say too much, but he let that artwork speak for him, you know what I'm talking about? My boy Dundee in the building, man. Hey, man, we've been trying to get this going for a minute, man.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, you know, I've been ready, but now I ain't ready. But I can say, when you say the voice, and I be out the way, I had to learn, you know what I mean? As you grow, you have to get out the way a little bit, man. I get to be able to be here to tell some of the stories.
Yeah.
Of what I seen and how I look at the game and growing up to be a man, a businessman.
Yeah.
So when he just gave me some good flowers, man, old Jack. But it ain't gonna,
yeah.
You know, this one of the people that I look up to as a mentor, has been there for me throughout my ups and downs.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Open the door up for me, man. I ain't get to get in there with Screw, but I can get in with Jack. He'll tell you on one of my mixtapes, this boy done been up, he done been down, he come right back. I mean, that's just how I look at it. You know, you fall down, get back up, man.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I forgot? I forgot to tag you in this here. Not only is the S.A. Fool, Southpaw legend in my eyes, but he's the captain of G Originals clothing. And G Originals all around me is what we got on. He got G Originals on, you know what I'm saying? He's his own designer. Ain't nobody helping him. We got the backdrop, G Original, straight up. I'm talking about hand painting most of that, man. The big part of that is hand painted. You know what I'm saying? He came and brought me I'm talking about hot off the presses G Original T-shirt, and he made sure he gave me one with the crown, the leaves on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
This guy here, man. You know, he pushed me. Man, you need to come on. You need a brand. You need to, and this the one. When this came out right here, I can't take all credit. Got my kinfolk, man, old Marcus over there.
Mm-hmm.
That red boy over there on Instagram, y'all check him out.
Who is
that red boy?
Plug him up.
That red boy in clown and clothing on Instagram is kinfolk.
Yeah.
That's one of the people that inspired me to move forward with computerized and learning how to do different things with my artwork because I was stuck in one spot.
Yeah.
But I gotta give him his cards. He the one pushed me and showed me how to build. You know, I gave him the ideas, but he set that design up. And when I showed it, Jack said, "Hey man, that's him. That's the one. That's the one."
Yeah.
So, you know,
and I sat there and I told you that for a couple of years before you put it. I'm like, man, that's the one, bro. You really need. That's the one you need to put out there.
That you got. It's mainly between you and the OG Charlie Franks, man. I can't forget Charlie Franks. He called, man, that's it. That's the one. You need to brand that. He been on me for years about certain things with the brand. So when we go into this South Acres thing, that's one of the ones that I watched. I grew up under.
Yeah.
And he showed me a lot of things. We talked about a lot of stuff right now today in this, in the game. And that's one of the ones that pushed me. That's on that grown, looking logo.
Yeah.
So that's one thing what we got going.
Yeah, straight up, man. I when I seen it, I'm like, man, that's the one gonna pop for you. But I think this the one that kind of led to more designs that you got going on now. But this the foundation. Yeah, right here, man. That one there live, man. I like what you
real foundation down on the original one down there. Look on the bottom of that picture.
Right here?
That's the way it started.
I don't know if they can see it, but
they see it's on the bottom of your shirt.
Yeah,
I had to put it on there. Jack, one of the originators, man.
Yeah.
Straight when I met this man, he told me, man, I love these shirts, man. I need you to make me this, make me that. And I kind of felt like at first he was trying to see, could I do it? So I like to deal with people that's giving me a challenge.
Yeah.
Ain't no challenge, it get boring, man. You be trying to do this work for people. They want you to figure out what's in their mind. You can't give me no kind of visual. I ain't got nothing to work with.
Yeah.
But Jack gonna call with a visual. He gonna give me a visual. He gonna give me when he need it. He gonna give me, he gonna give me what I need to go and get up and go to work.
Yeah, but you know what? The times that I call you, after you did a couple of shirts for me, like I had, I'm gonna take you all the way back to '08. You did our shirts for my clique for the whole weekend. You remember that big question mark you did? Yeah, say, bro, it was a big question mark, man, and on the back of the shirt it said "Got mixtapes" on it, and I got that idea from when that commercial you say "Got milk."
But was it them Dickie shirts or was T-shirts?
Nah, they were T-shirts. You did a big hand painted question mark on the front, and you did "Got mixtapes" on it because I was promoting Night Shift at the time. We went to man, I can't even remember what it was. We was back there with Slim Thug. We back there with BG and them. We back there with
and I dressed y'all.
Trey, Zero, all these. We was in VIP section with all these people, man. It was TJ's DJs. It was like a mixer for the whole weekend. And that's the weekend that Ozone Awards came. And they did that award show.
I remember some around that Ozone, but I didn't remember doing them clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, you did them for me. That back when you was at the shop on Belford and Jutland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you was on
That's
Belford
where
and
it
Jutland.
started, man. Big shout out and you got to give a RIP to my kinfolk V.
Yeah.
At OGV, man, that was where, I can't lie, that's where it got crunk.
Yeah.
Way, way back in the game, young, probably 6th grade, my grandmama told me, because I wanted to hustle. By all means, I cut the yard, wash the car, do the dishes, just try to put me something in my pocket. I want to put on the clothes. I wanted to do my thing, man.
Doing what teenagers and young niggas want to do.
I can, I can, just to shoot this out there, I look at how these kids talk about from the mud. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like we came from the mud because we ain't had too much, but the old lady made sure we was straight.
Yeah.
So when she couldn't just go get me everything I wanted, we gonna get 5 pair of Levi's.
Yeah.
Between me and my little cousin. Shamunda gonna get her 5 pair of jeans, 5 shirts. I'm gonna get me 5 pair.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no Jordans, that was dead. I'm going to get you.
Nah,
I had my mama go give me a pair of good Chucks or some Hush Puppies or something. I wore my 5 pair of jeans the way I supposed to.
Yeah. And
if they was long and still good, guess what? She'll tear the tape down out my hems and make them a little bit longer. Put me a patch on my knee because I want the break dance. Yeah, man. But I can only say though they did real good with me, and my grandmother was teaching me, man. She spoiled me. And, I tell my gal constantly, like, baby, you spoiling these boys. They're gonna be this, they're gonna be that, because I went through that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be my own man. I wanted to get my own stuff. So she showed me a lot of things with the game as far as being, trying to be independent. So she bought me paint one year. Yeah. I started doing the shirts, but it came out to where I'm only doing them for my partners in the hood.
So, wait a minute. This is after.
This is way in middle school.
This is middle school.
Yeah.
When did you realize that you had a gift being an artist? When did you realize that you could draw? Because it had to come. It had to start with drawing.
To be honest, I can remember getting in trouble behind drawing on the wall at the house. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, I remember being young. I grew up right there with my mom and them. So when we was riding in cars with my mom and them, guess what? Everybody had the little Playboy air freshener in the car. Yeah. I loved that rabbit, man. Yeah. For some reason, that rabbit meant something to me. So everything that I seen, because I used to try to get the air freshener out the car. Nah, you can't have it. So what I did is start trying to draw it, and I can duplicate what I seen. Mm-hmm. So I started knowing I could do it, but I ain't know the ABCs, but I knew then, like, man, I might got something if I could draw, but I can't do this. Yeah. So, and then you had my godmama start telling me, I'm gonna try to start getting you a scholarship or some money together for you to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that I could do it, but as I got older, I got lost just watching.
You start losing it.
Yeah, just watching my environment. I grew up right in the middle of Sunnyside and South Acres. You know, we had everything going on, the nice cars, the women. So I was in my mind that, I could sit over here, let me try to.
Slabs, your partner selling dope.
Yeah.
Everybody wearing J's and Air Force One, Air Max.
Yeah,
you want to look good like they did.
I had to.
Yeah, that's the same thing that pulled me in them streets, man. Because like you say, mama and them did what they could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They did the basics. But we out there seeing the influence. You know what I'm saying? We and like me, I ain't get my first pair. I think I bought my first pair of Air Max from sitting up there selling dope on Bell Arbor.
Yeah.
That's when I, you know, I'm like, damn, everybody walk around here fly.
I think.
And I was then I was like 19th grade.
I got it.
I ain't gonna say I was about 11th grade. 11th grade.
I was able to touch it before that, Jack, because I'm telling you, I was determined, man, to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to fit in bad, man. I did everything under the sun to be what I thought what it was, you know. But I also, like I say, when I tell my story, when I talk about my hood, I grew up with the ones that was meaning something to us around that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? From sitting in the house, me, D.A., Toast, O.D., Bubba and them, we all in there eating cereal and trying to, you know, back then we was breakdancing and trying to learn how to scratch on records.
You killing me, man.
Yeah, man.
I ain't heard the story about the breakdancing part.
We did all that.
Yeah,
man, we did. Hey, man, if they ain't gonna tell the truth on these podcasts, I am, man. I had a good ass curl, some what you had, the parachute pants and the Michael Jackson jacket.
Yeah,
we did all that. Then we went to the freestyle bicycles and the skateboards. Everybody had on checkerboard Vans, and you know, we did everything, man. You know, growing up, but these was my partners. I just was always the youngest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? By me being the only child, and DA was like a big brother, one door down for me. Gave me the game on a lot of stuff that was going on. So if I couldn't get it, my first pairs of this here and that there came from my brother.
Yeah.
And you get these here, you can wear these. So now I'm ahead of the game when it came to school.
Yeah.
So now I got a facade I got to keep up with as far as being fresh when I go to school.
Oh yeah, you got to hold that. Once you touch it, you know that's just like your first time having sex. You don't want to. Once you touch it, man, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So shit, you know. So you know that's when you hit the game. So you basically you start making your own clothes, making them Levi jeans and making all that work. Yeah. So you can look good and be fly on the streets and seeing what you see. You got to fit in the whole nine. Nothing different or nothing from what no other teenager in the hood grew up seeing and wanted to do and wanted to be. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I do know, like, we had for me and my partners, we grew up, you know, we right there. It was a real close-knit neighborhood. Yeah. On our side and over there in South Acres, from my street on back to back there on the back side where, you know, Bubba and them was at. Yeah. You know, everybody was at everybody's house getting something to eat. We rode bikes, we spent nights, we did everything. So you had the older heads, man, that by then the dope game then started. Yeah. Now, mind you, probably 3rd, 4th grade, I was still in South Park, but we stayed in the Orleans apartments. Mm-hmm. Miami got our first spot. We in Orleans. Me, Shamunda, Miami, and Miami, you know, my little cousin Daddy killed him. Yeah. So I was able, that's why I say you got people that tell stories that I remember seeing it myself, man. Yeah. I seen Stick, Butler, Big Third. You had all these people, T. Clark and them in the dead end in the lanes. We grew up, everybody on the big court in the back there waiting on the big pool. We'll jump the gate and hit the big pool. We 12 feet back there. Mm-hmm. Or go to the game room. We had a nice time, man, just knowing, my mama finna get her food stamps today. She gonna give $10 worth for them stamps. You had that you know, the bill. Mm-hmm. Go in there, get what? They came out with the Big Shot popsicles, man.
25 cents, man. Everybody remember that big old popsicle was red, good.
Yeah.
It was 25 cents.
Back then.
So if I had $10 worth of stamps, man, we going all day long.
Y'all balling. Yeah.
Because we getting the quarters, now we can go to the game room with Third and them and all these OGs to us now that we get to look at sticking them OGs in the game.
Yeah.
We watching these boys, they on Pac-Man and Gallagher and
Sterling.
we watched that.
Yeah,
Guess
straight
what?
up at Sterling.
Yeah. And I was right there with that. So
Yeah.
when it was time, I guess once housing started moving people out the hood, they was taking it where we going to Braeswood now.
Mm-hmm.
I cried tears, man.
Yeah.
We got to go to, man, where we going? You know what I'm saying? We felt like we was in heaven in Orleans, man.
And what's crazy is because back then when you talking about when Stick them came up, I was on Botany.
Yeah.
5400 block.
Right across.
Yeah, I ain't on the Cullen side though. I grew up on the South Park, the MLK side, back when it was South Park Boulevard.
Yeah.
And back then, like I grew up on there till we was like I was like 12 or 13. Yeah. And then old man fell on hard times. He was had a good job. 'Cause back then, Botany was shit.
Y'all was up.
Yeah, we were living good. You know, back then you 3-bedroom brick house. But then by the time I hit around by 12, the old man lost his job, fell on hard time. We moved over here out for right across the street from Grimes Park on Carmen Street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what is this, man? You know what I'm saying? And this is when I got my first taste of watching niggas sell dope on the corner. The laws chasing nigga across the park trying to catch him because he done ran up on him on the corner at Zayback. I'm name dropping because that corner store used to be Zayback right there on Reed Road and Noel.
Who know, they know.
Miss Johnson, all that, man. You know, so I stayed right across the street. But meanwhile, the old man to move us to the hood, this a whole culture shock to me. Yeah. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Why we living over here? I used to call the house. I'm real disrespectful. Like I ain't tell him that because I got backhand. Yeah. But I'm like, man, we done moved from a brick house to a shack. But then that was the beginning. That was the beginning of the end for him and the beginning of learning how to survive for me.
That's one thing I honestly could say that man, I went through it, man. Ups and downs, the drug, and we grew up in the era, man. We was partying, having fun, man.
Yeah.
But then it started, now it's too much money going on, too much going on in the dope game. People jealous, they hating. It was a lot of it went on to where we never thought that we were getting word that, toasting them over there dead in the apartment, man.
Yeah.
They was over there dead, man. I remember me and my partner Doody Bug coming down MLK. We done rented us a car. Got a little bag from LO. We done rolled up. Coming down MLK, the laws pulled us over. The car smoking. So we done threw the weed, everything. Get pulled over right there in front of the original Timmy Chan.
Yeah.
I'm scared. How I'm going to tell mama I done got a ticket. So I'm scared. All I know now is that I'm going to cut these yards, do what I do. It's going to take long. Yeah. I already know how to hustle a little bit now. So I'm finna go to the hood and buy me a win. So I hit the corner. Man, I need everybody. Ain't nobody doing nothing, man. Toasting them down there is messed up. So we shoot down there. So that changed the game for everything. Now you blinded to what's really going on because, like I say, I grew up, it was close-knit, man. We was a real family. Everything from South Vegas, Kennedy Heights, or Cloverland, Hillwood, Pearl Home, we was family, man. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it over there, all that 4,000 and Scott Players and all this stuff that was going on, that was our people. Yeah. So we rocked out, we had fun.
Yeah.
So when that happened, now everybody looking crazy. We don't know what is what, where it is coming from. Somebody done killed. You had my little partner Jonathan. Jonathan was my age, probably 16, maybe 17 years old in that house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
he was in the same house with?
Yeah, you had Toast, Jonathan, a dude named Rob, and Lori was a female in there with Toast.
I knew it was a female, and I ain't never knew it was somebody else there besides a female.
One of my close partners, Jonathan Duncan, was in there. He was living with Toast.
Yeah.
And the way I could see that way that happened as being a child watching it, we thought it was all good. It was all, it was like watching the movie, seeing Toast coming down, man.
Yeah.
So now
Man, we was in high school. I don't mean to cut you out. We was in high school. Used to watch. I think Toast had the Cutlass.
Yeah.
The Cutlass on threes. I want to say on
probably
threes
was
or fours.
threes then.
Probably threes. He was on the Cutlass on threes. And man, Toast. The first time I seen Toast, and they was like, "Man, that's Toast." We coming out of Sterling, and I swear to God, we coming out of Sterling, man. This boy, clear windows.
Yeah.
On Cutlass on threes. This boy got a cat walking around inside the car with him. Yeah. If you remember that, you know I ain't lying. That boy had a cat walking around.
I don't remember no cat, but
man,
we used to see Toast coming down.
Boy had a cat walking around in the car with him.
He probably did. Cause
blowing AC.
He was real unique.
Young.
He did his thing, bro.
Yeah.
I remember, can honestly say that. Just seeing Toast, some of the stuff he exposed us to and showed us as young boys, man. I was like, man, this nigga crazy, dog.
But he was ahead of the game with it.
He was ahead of the game. Some of the shit that's going on with all these women and certain things, this boy here was with it, man. You know. We were at McGregor Park one Sunday. He got on some white shorts. You can see this man got on some little old bitty, little Speedo looking draw with pink and white, red and white stripes, Jordans. And we like, man, Toast tripping. But guess what?
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, them girls was, hey.
They love him.
Before they even really knew who he was, it was just his persona, man. He was something serious when it came to, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And coming down, though, man, I seen him several times, 2-3 women in the car. He one deep in that little old black. Yeah, coming down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hey, man, like all this stuff we talking about, we seen it.
Yeah.
We either lived it or we saw it. Yeah, and that shit right there you talking about, it's legendary.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff can't, like you touch and been around, and so many of your OGs come out of South Acres, come from down there, man. Like it's we sit back and talk about it all the time.
Yeah, man.
And a lot of this shit was good teaching. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if you came up, you cut yourself from mama and grandma, and you in the hood. These dudes here, they like your big bros. They like you say, your OGs. They like it. They like. Yeah, they really took the place of a lot of our daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not just speaking on that, my daddy was not even 10 minutes away from my house. My daddy stayed on Botany. I'm on Leitrim in South Acres. It's a double street, split South Acres and Cloverland. And I don't know, how my man really, I could tell he really wasn't about it, but my mama made sure I got what I needed. My grandma, my auntie and them made sure I had what I needed to have. The old man will pass by sometime when he even blow. Or sometime he'll put up here, son, I got $10, here go $5 for you.
Yeah.
So as time passed, I had to go and stay over there on the weekend. I got to walk to Wilson from school. My grandmama got to go to work. So I'm going to my other grandma's house on Botany. Stayed with my daddy. That's why I was, I was always in love with my old man, but he just ain't have it, man. And come to find out, and once he sit me down and told me, man, I couldn't really do what I need to do due to these drugs.
Yeah.
So I had another kind of respect for, people out there smoking dope, and it wasn't on their game. And just come to find out, as you look at it now, I can only believe that boy was a spoiled brat nigga, just, knew how to get at the women, had a child, some kids.
Yeah.
And didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
But I still love him to this day. But that man was right down the street. And like I say, a house down was DA. Roderick Adams, my partner, man. That nigga showed me everything under the sun to where I loved him as a brother, old man, or OG, or everything. That nigga showed me everything.
Yeah.
The wrong and the right. Showed me how to hustle. But he also, if he catch me jumping the gate to go sell my rocks, he might get out the car and kick my ass.
Don't get on your ass for that.
And my mama used to be mad. I can't believe y'all did it, because she know that I was still a baby compared to how he was moving. We were the same people. He the only child down there with his mama. I'm the only child over here. And we locked in. So he would always be a protector. I took for granted my bro was gonna be there. Because if I can go burn, I go to the mall, spend all mine on me some Jabos, so I can go to school Monday fresh. Jabos and Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm Jabot built.
Yeah.
And bro would come back and drop me out something, make me some money, man. So when he died, that's when the game got real cloudy and dark for me, man, because I ain't know what to do next. Took for granted I had like you say, I had somebody that was gonna always be there for me. So that taught me some serious lessons in life, man. You can't take for granted they gonna be there. Sometimes the people you take for granted seem like be the ones God will reach down and say, come on, let me bring you home. Because you ain't the only one to take that person for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he that kind of nigga and he got a heart like that, people thought bro was a dirty, no good nigga because he was a certain kind of person. But I knew him personally, and there was a lot of people around that knew him, and he looked out for. So when God called him home, I was lost, man. It took me years to start thinking about, let me get back right, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's how it be, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look. We gonna pick up, look. Before we go any further, we gonna, I'm gonna just give myself a sponsor to the show. We got Clipper Hustler.
Oh, yeah.
That's the design that my boy Dundee G Originals Clothing did. Clipper Hustler is the attire for the barbers and the stylists in the game. Yeah, we got the trucker hats and the T-shirts, and we coming with the sling bag. For all y'all be hating on boys wearing, sling bag, calling them man purses. Say, man, these boys walk around here with these sling bags on. They got something heavy in there. So y'all,
man, this collar, that's a grown man bag, man. You can't. Don't even put purse on it, man.
Man, bro, I dropped some shit on Facebook last night. I had everybody fired up. They called it most of the females and a couple of my pops like, no, hell no, don't do that. But everybody else started posting they sling bags. Like, I say, man, sling bag's a grown man bag, man. Yeah. We got shit to carry. Yeah. And most people say, man, I keep that thing on my hip, but then too, sometimes you got to keep it in the bag too.
Yeah, if you got it on that bag and it's a one string and you got it right here, you got action right to it. Because you damn sure gonna need it the way it look out there now, man.
Man, I'm glad. And you know what? I'm glad somebody tell them, because this is one of the clips that I'm gonna put on there, because this fresh on the mind right here. Because they was handling me last night when I
come on, man.
When I was talking about that sling bag.
Because you said if you said anything about man purse, you was in trouble. Man.
Now the wife did that though. She had jokes when I said sling bag. She talking about, you got your man purse. I say, nah. I say, let me drop it on Facebook and see what Facebook thinking, talking about it. For the most part.
So how much hating went on versus how many people rocked out?
Oh, man. It
more hate.
Nah, it was more people rocking out, man. It was more people. They were posting that, man, this is my bag. This is what I just bought. It's cool, this and that, But there was a few females on there talking about, no. Few niggas on there talking about, man, I never do that. I never do that. I'm like, bro, I ain't talking about no feminine bag. All it is a mini backpack with one strap on. Yeah. Like, I don't even understand where the whole phobia coming from.
You probably have to wear some certain kind of way, man. Because
I ain't tripping on these boys, because I ain't never been a dude that worried about what nobody say. I ain't worried about how nobody judging me, and I ain't never been influenced about what nobody told me I'm supposed to be doing. So that right there in the nutshell, I could give a damn about what they talking about, because I'm going to push my Clipper Hustler sling bag, because you can use it. You can use it to hold that thing. You can use it to put your clippers in. You can use it to put your personal belongings in. You know what I'm saying?
You put that bag in there, the bag on top of the bag, inside the bag, literally.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man. And most people run around that sling bag, trust and believe, it's something in there.
Yeah.
So you better believe that. So this show sponsored by Clipper Hustler, trucker hats, T-shirts, and we got the sling bag coming. And it's all designed by your boy Dundee G Originals Clothing. It came out, like he said in the beginning, it came out my mind. Yeah. I sent it to him. Really my junior.
Yeah, Get Junior is called.
Yeah, really Junior. He created the generic version of it, and I shot it to you, my junior, Lil Sidney, and I shot it to you, and I said, hey, man, I want you to amp this up, do it like it go, and do what you do to it, man. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's a nice little design, just something
Yeah.
You know, I think it's something cool, you know, to represent, you know, the whole, that Clipper thing is a real live culture within itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to shout out my wife over there.
Yeah,
That's what she got going
this is
on.
a career, man.
Yeah, she want to Clipper is hustling this motherfucker. Excuse my language, but she gonna hustle them Clippers hard, man. I can't even get her to sleep in the bed with me because she couldn't have. Wake up thinking she on Instagram or she got something going on the phone. Look over there, she looking at the new Babblers, man.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what?
Man,
you
it's
know
a hustle.
You know what? Wifey cold on them Clippers because when I need that fresh cut, when I got that special day, it's only one or two people I might go to outside of me cutting my own. Yeah. And she top notch over there, G Originals Cuts. You know, hit her up on Instagram as well. You know what I'm saying?
G Original Cuts.
Yeah.
Cuts, C-U-T with the Z on the end.
That's the Z on the end, yeah. But now we out there back up to speed, man. I met you. I think I met you through my boy Big Troy, man. Shout out Big Troy, rest in peace, man.
Rest in heaven, Troy, man.
Yeah. Shout out Big Troy. I met you through Big Troy.
It started with Maine though. Maine bought me one of them Jack in the Labs.
That's what. See, I didn't know that. You telling me? Something?
See,
you telling me something I don't know.
That's why we supposed to been at the podcast a long time ago. Nigga don't even know how he met me, man.
Hey, I know I met you through affiliates with Troy, with Big family, Troy. Man. That's what I do know.
Troy, really Maine.
Man, first of all, you ain't gonna handle me like that. First of all, you ain't gonna handle me like that, man.
I ain't handling him. I just gotta beat him to the draw. The nigga show drag me if we get a chance. But listen, y'all, this here started. Maine bought me. Maine pulled up jamming. I said, man, who did that mix like that? He said, that's Jack, man. You know, this man. He hypnotized from then on, so I wanted to meet Jack. See if I can build me a relationship where I can get in there. I've been wanting to make me a mixtape to run my mouth and put my song together. By then, we didn't know having a little bit of money riding on elbows. I want to be jamming my own.
Yeah.
Man, Jack opened the doors up for me. Let me in.
Yeah, straight up.
But it kind of, it was between Maine. Maine showed me the way, then I got in there, Troy in there cutting hair.
Yeah.
And that been my brother ever since.
Well, Maine that's Troy's brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Maine was coming to the shop.
Yeah.
And I think we both seen each other work. Yeah. I think I seen your work. And matter of fact, I did see your work. I think you did something, if I remember right, you did something for Troy.
Yeah.
And Maine must have brought you a mixtape of mine. You did something for Troy. We hooked up, we linked up like that. Yeah. And shit, the rest history, we've been shit.
It's been some years.
Yeah.
That had to be like,
I'm telling you.
I think V died 08.
I'm telling you.
Like it was 07, 06.
About 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 07.
Yeah.
Yeah. And shit, it's been off and running ever since. I ain't wanted nobody else. It's some niggas out here doing hand painting.
Yeah.
Man, look, when you was gone, man, I can do that, Jack. No, you can't. You can't. You can't nobody tell you that I went to anybody else
on paint.
On no paint.
I mean,
no.
I wouldn't have never felt no kind of way about that thing because though you know how many phone calls I got, man, say, man, I need you to do this. Say, man, bring this over here. So I'd be like, damn, here go Jack.
But you know what? It ain't about you feeling no kind of way. It's about the authentic. You know what? The authentic. Because I can't even say the whole. It's about the authentic.
And I can only say this. Yeah. Ain't nobody from me cutting my hair, for me going, before the point, going to Southside barbershop. Mm-hmm. Then it went to when I met my woman. She was cutting hair in the barber cut. I was like, man, I ain't never let no girl cut my hair. Man, but when
I used to be the same way. Wifey, she the first woman to cut my hair ever.
Your wife?
No, yours.
Oh.
No, yours.
She the first one that cut my
hair. She the first woman to cut my hair. I used to be the same way.
Don't you remember when I started kind of easing back a little bit? I was going by there getting my hair cut. So I was like, damn, man, I supposed to be going to Jack, and I went over here. But she had it, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, she I ain't got to bring no money. By then, money was kind of ugly. You know, when we started out in our relationship, when me getting my hair cut, I was on, man, good money, man. I got older, stuff slowed down. This my woman now. That's what she do. So I, you know, but ain't nobody could cut it like the way you would cut it or she would cut my hair. So,
but you know what? You know what? When you told me it was, I ain't never feel no kind of way about it.
Yeah.
You know, if you was going to somebody in the hood and skipping past me, then I would have had a problem with it. But I ain't. When you told me who it was, I wasn't even tripping at all. Shit, I done went to her several times. You know that. I can't get to her. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say this here means something. When I was doing this, I had her in my mind. I had you on my mind. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen nobody so infatuated with clippers the way my woman. She's serious with it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. My wife tell me, man, goddamn, you bought some more clippers?
Yeah.
I got to buy them and try them out. This might be the next thing.
And check this out. You know how, I mean, any men who watching this here, man, anybody got older that care about your woman, your relationship, you know you go get a pair of tennis. You might spend a bankroll, but I just slid a pair in and put them up and put them out later because I don't want her to say, damn, you went and bought some? This how I kind of feel sometimes how she do the clippers.
Yeah.
I go in there because, you know, she got her own shop out there. I go in that shop, man, this woman got every pair of clippers you could think of, the big time. I say, you ain't told me you bought, oh yeah, I had got them because the other one was, I say, man, come on, dog, you got 100 pair of clippers. I know all them clippers ain't went out. You know what I mean?
Nah,
that's what she love, bro.
Yeah, she love it. And then what it is, she steady trying to perfect her craft. Yeah. So like I said, when she buy them clippers, take it from me, she looking for the next best thing to take her to the next level. And just like you, it's like you looking for the next best pencil, paint, brush, the next best print. You looking for the next best thing to take you up to the next level.
I'm looking to be able to get me some real machine because I'm really tired of this. You know, this type of way of running the clothes.
Yeah. So
that right there is what I know how to do now, and how I originally started hand painting.
I was finna say this a mixture. This original. This a mixture of what you started with. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out a way to up my whole brand, man. Without
turn that mic up just a little bit. Not
man.
Nah, just move it up.
What you mean? Like,
twist
like
it.
This?
Yeah, twist like it up. Yeah, like that. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I could up my brand without selling myself short or selling my soul, because you will sell your soul quick, man. A bunch of times I done stuff that I say, man, I ain't doing this no more.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of stuff going on with my life now. I be like, man, I ain't doing this no more. But I got to do what I got to do as a man, man. I'm really work hard to be a man on all levels of what I'm doing now. It was a lot of time I kept my mouth closed, say yeah when I really wanted to say no. Now, this is what it is. But I want to move forward to getting a real embroidery machine where I can run a business and put me some people to work where I can kind of cool a little bit, spend more time with. I got my little grandkids, my son and them.
Yeah,
they growing up, and I don't see. They don't show me no type of hustle, man.
Man, you know what?
They don't show no hustle.
You know what? You gotta like with mine, my boy. What you on Instagram over there, man? Like Slow Boy Media. Spell it for me. SLO BOI Media _ Yeah, go follow my boy Slow Boy Media. And see you it's one of them things where I saw it in him early. Yeah. Right? Like I think he was in the 4th grade the first time he did his first photography. Yeah. So I saw it in him. I know he had it in him, but that all come from my daddy. Yeah. Because my daddy put it in me, because a lot of people don't remember. I used to shoot too. Yeah. But I had to pick the one that I really, really had love for. Yeah. I got skills in DJing, cutting hair, and photography. Yeah. But shit, that DJing and that photography expensive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now clippers are expensive.
Sure is.
Yeah, you used to be able to go buy a pair of clippers for $60 and go hard $50.
Over there, rousing them, marching them, and be live.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is with the kids, man, it ain't that they ain't got the hustle. The hustle is different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We came up like people love to say from the mud. Yeah. But the hustle is different now. The hustle is social media. Yeah. When we came up, we on the ground, we in the hood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how we came up. We worked out for loyalty. We worked out for clicks. We worked out for love in the hood. Yeah. And that's how we blew up. We spent money with each other. Yeah. And that's how we got popular and made money doing what we doing. But with them, they got friends. They do it, but they just hustle different. So it's one of them things where when you say you don't see it in them, you just got to sit back and watch them till they grab what they going to do in life. And that's what I had to learn.
It's kind of what I think what to happen, Jay, because I'm constantly, man, I'm at these bars on some, man, when y'all going to do this here, I be trying to push them on treating their mama better, how to treat a woman a certain way. I mean, I wasn't the best in the world. To do. Yeah. I wasn't the best in the world with dealing with no women, man, but I was always, if I had some feeling for me, a chick, I'm going to do what I think I need to do from being young. You know, we go to Fleet. Remember back in the game, the Fleet mode, them big old ring with the name. I buy a couple of them, or a little old hollow rope. Even bought a Dooney Burke purse or two. Yeah. You know, trying to do what I do, but I don't see my kids doing it. I got one son that he's the middle child. I can see the most hustle in him, but he got his mama just making sure that you need to get a job. You got to do this, you got to do this. So he kind of moving on everything he see his mama, you know, pushing on, because he one of them kids going to try his best to do right by his mama, but I have to keep in my mind that he growing up, bro. He finna turn 18 next month.
Yeah, straight up.
So it's really scary, but it's also make me feel good that, you know, every last one of my children, they mothers are good women. You know what I mean? Because I was, like I be saying, I could watch my old man story. I was kind of the same thing as the old man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have it as far as having a real understanding about what it take to raise a kid and really grow up to be a man, because I was so busy, like I say, putting on this. You feel I was trying to put it on to be a certain kind of dude out here in the streets, and then I tell them now that I did all that, man. I went in and out the penitentiary, stayed high. I watched my partners that I grew up with. Like if you go up Cullen right now, you go see Cloverland Detail, man. That's my partner from kids. We started out doing certain things out here, girls, everything. We did it all together. But he had, by the time I got my first spot on Belford and Jillian, my bro had been and moved around in 2-3 different spots. Yeah. And this is a guy that I started with. I supposed to been on that same level, but I got so lost deep in my feelings about what I took for granted and the people I lost, and, you know, just high and not paying attention to what was happening. So when I look up and wake up and say, man, it's time to wake up, man. Yeah. Everybody having money, man. These people, they done passed up the swinging, and these people riding around in new Cadillacs and Benzes and got houses. You know what I mean? So I knew in my mind, man, I'm steady getting older, man. I don't know what I will own or what I will complete in life, but I do own things now. Right. You know what I mean? This is from my hustle. Yeah, but this ain't no, I ain't got no PPPs and income taxes and all that. That's why I tell people around me, hey, man, I hustle hard as I know how to hustle, and this is with my hands. That's all I got. Yeah. My hands, all that praying and stuff my mama and them doing over there for me, it keep me up. I get up, drink me some good coffee in the morning, man, and go to work. Yeah. I sit there. I do what I can to still come home. If I can't get nothing out these boys, they see, oh, man, been in work all day. You know what I mean?
They see it. Yeah. But that's what you're going to have to wait on right there. Yeah. Speaking of that jail time.
Oh, yeah, man.
Man, let me ask you this. And I kind of know it because that's when me and you was around each other deep. It's been a couple of times I came got you. Yeah. There's been a couple of times I kept you with me. And I'm like, say, man, come on with me, because I'm one of the one, I got a bad habit of trying to save everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it come back and bite me. Sometimes I'm like, you know, I want to look out for homie, because homie got so much more to live for and things to do. Yeah, man. And one night we was in the lab. I think it was around your birthday. Yeah. Well, and you was on one of them. You was on one of them spiral out of control moments, and me knowing you, I seen it. Come on, bro. Come on with me. We went over there. We had some, I don't know what the fuck we had. We went to Chacho.
Yeah.
I messed around and bought you one of them 1800s.
And we got locked in that lab.
Yeah, we went to the lab. We was in the lab down there all night to about 4 in the morning.
And I was already out on the bun.
Yeah.
For a bad case.
And I knew that.
Going through a separation, divorce.
Yeah.
Just not knowing how to deal with feelings in life, man. A lot of men don't be wanting to say it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I was hurt, broken hell, man. All I ever knew was to get high.
Yeah.
Concrete my feeling, man. I can get high and just move how I used to move when I was 17, 18 years old until something happened. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know, you never give a damn whether you don't think, you take for granted I'm going to make it to tomorrow. But I could have died on a lot of my little wild outs.
Yeah, straight
you know what
up.
I mean? That night you had me was one of the best nights of my life that I can remember.
Man.
And when you gave me just the demo hour mixtape, we never finished it.
Never finished it.
But I know for sure that night, I was in a whole nother world for you to just grab it. Just me and you lock in. Let me touch the boards. Let me slow my own music down. That means something to me because people could say they love you, and I know a lot of my love comes from the talent I was born with. I got a lot of partners.
Man,
I got
you know
all
what?
these plugs.
Man,
It's about the talent.
Man, I say that
They
all
don't
the
give a
time.
damn about you.
If I didn't, I tell my wife this all the time.
Yeah,
if
man.
I didn't cut hair, if I wasn't good as I am with them clippers,
Yeah, man.
or if I wasn't good as I am when I come rock they party, they house parties, they weddings, it's a lot of these people wouldn't even fuck with me, man.
Because they don't know you.
Yeah, but which is cool though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is cool though, because what we doing, we getting paid for our talent.
Yeah.
But if that talent wasn't there, would they still fuck me? Just like that boy say. That boy say, what'd he say? The street, what'd he say? He say, if I didn't have this, is the streets gonna still love me, man? What movie is that from? Is that Paid in Full?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
man.
know that's a real deal situation because
Yeah.
but you can look at that on every standpoint. Like I can only say I got people in my life, man, that has seen me. I'm talking about partners, some my family, man. Them people done seen the nigga all the way on the bottom of the barrel, man. And soon as I get, because I always end up with me, I gotta go to jail.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I know I'm going to jail because I'm gonna go all the way out.
Yeah,
so
boy.
before this last time I ran from them peoples and tore up the car and tried to jump out the window. I did everything.
You can
and I
sit
don't
back
wanna
and
go
laugh
back.
at that now, but you know
Yeah.
what? I don't know if I ever told you this, bro. I was so pissed with you.
You supposed to be.
I was mad at you then when that
Supposed
shit
to
happened
be,
because
man.
I'm like, man, I just had this nigga with me at the studio. I dropped him off at the crib and he told me he was good and I ain't hear from you no more. Next thing you know, the street started talking. I think I ran in the
Man.
what's your kinfolk name? Shoot videos.
Swift business.
Swift Business.
Y'all good
I
at Swift business. It's Swift business gaming.
Swift, I ran the Swift at the corner store. Swift told me you gone back to jail. I said, God damn it. I said, I knew it was something because I ain't heard my nigga about 2-3 weeks, maybe a month.
Man.
And that was right after that.
And
Not too long after
it wouldn't
that.
have been. I wouldn't have never went that long without reaching, especially when I was going through what I was going through relationship wise.
Yeah.
I was gonna call it man for call Jack, talk Jack. I could be high, can't even hardly talk. I could call Jack. He'll talk to me for a long time, man. So
Yeah.
I know that I can only say, man, as I got older, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. My birthday finna hit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about my birthday, just due to being a grown man and what's going on with my family in general.
Yeah.
I never really was tripping too hard about birthdays and certain things like that, but this year is gonna be something special and different. I got a lot of people reaching and breaking their neck to try to make me happy.
What how are you gonna be this year?
This year?
Yeah.
46 years old, man.
46. God damn it, boy.
Yeah, it don't take long.
God damn it, boy.
My mama say
You
long.
about- when
My
I-
mama say just keep waking up, nigga.
Say, man, when I linked up with you, boy, you about 30.
Probably
I want to
so.
say you around about 30. You already been through something at that time. You
Yeah,
about-
man, I
you was
started.
already, yeah.
Hey, listen, man, I started in my career of doing how I do. Probably 11, 12 years old. I was already anxious to get out here in this game and play my role.
Yeah.
I played my role, but it constantly sent me to the. I ain't have to worry about no bunch of fighting. I was always a player and want to do my thing and by the time I started really doing my thing, and like I say, the losses I took in my life, I started moving real stupid and dumb, not paying attention to nothing. I'm in and out of jail.
Yeah.
I done a lot of time, and I went to every facility but a federal penitentiary.
Yeah.
Behind small petty stuff. So well, guess what? This last situation, man, I was caught, in the middle of me doing my thing. Now I'm kind of doing my thing now. So they caught me with a sack that ain't me, wasn't right. So people had that, you habitual criminal now. I've been in and out petty crime. The people had 2 25-year to life sentences on the table.
And at that time, we thinking you was gonna be gone for a minute.
I thought I was too, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I just stayed praying, praying. Like I say, my brother, man, shout out to Rah, man. Shout out to Rah, man. That nigga broke his neck behind me, man. My woman, man. Them people broke their neck to try to get me out of there, man. And I don't really believe that I deserve to come right back because I did a lot of stuff that was out of line. And as I say, how God look at it like, boy, you playing games.
Yeah.
You let me live, but boy, you finna go sit down.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta save us from ourselves.
That's what it always been. So I know now, playing games now for me after all the stuff I've been through, bro. I don't think I'll make it this time trying to jump back in like that or do something. You know what I mean? Man, I think I'll die this time.
Man, let me tell you something. Once you, because I did a lot of shit. And once you, I wish I get somebody to come interview me because I got a story to tell myself. But once you start turning over that leaf and you realize what's real on the other side, it's hard to go back. Yeah, and when you go back, you tripping. A lot of times you will end up dead in jail. Yeah, for real. But speak on what coming from going to jail, coming out on minimal time, because that's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah. Because as you said, you really didn't feel like you deserved to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you bounce back from going through that to getting back out of here and getting serious with your craft?
Man, I can honestly say that I don't believe in nothing but a higher power, which is a God. Without God, my mama, I can only believe to me, I got my mama, my girl, and my little cousin, these 3 people, and then my aunt was still right here. Those are people that I believe that really, really, really want to see me win. Now, I have to put a real emphasis on my wife, man. This girl was, she was there, man. I did everything I ain't had no business doing. I done been everything. I ain't never just been on no cheating and, no dirty nigga, but
yeah,
I did everything wrong, man. I treated her like she was nobody to me because of what I was going through. And I believe just her sticking right there by me, she kept saying, babe, why don't you just try it like this? Just try to do it without this here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just got out, I tried it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, by the grace of God, I got a partner that was there, man. As soon as I got up out of there, I owe this man. The man broke his neck for me, got my lawyer right, come right after him, man, put this in your pocket. So I said, you know what, let me jump out on a limb and go back out here in this shirt business again. She talked me into the machine and learning the computer. Cause I ain't care. I could have drew my way.
I remember that. I used to tell you about that too, man. I was like, bro, you got to get on that computer.
I ain't want to because I always have been stuck in my way. I ain't moved past with the car. Remember, I just tried the trophy truck and went right back to give me a Cadillac or something. You know what I mean? I have to really figure my way as far as moving forward with I still try to do things the way some of it I didn't get to do.
Yeah.
In and out the penitentiary, I missed a lot.
Yeah.
Let me still do this to say, okay, well, I climbed the ladder the way we climbed it in the game coming up.
Yeah.
So now, like I say, and I have to really slow down sometimes, be like, man, this woman really loved me, man. We had a conversation earlier about nobody love you like your mama or you this, you that.
Straight up.
I say, I know my mama crazy about me. My mama tough though. You gotta wrestle your love out of her. But she tough. I know for sure she loved me to death.
They
but
know
my
that.
woman, she one of them, come here, baby, give me a kiss. Come here, baby. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
But that girl, man, when she came in my life, that's when you seen a lot of changes in me, Jack. You seen a lot of, I had to grow up on certain things because I'm trying to be the man I supposed to be for her to grow. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of watch what you doing and go on, come on with it if you're going to come on with it or get out the way. Man, I'm going to be shorting her little old life playing games.
It take a real man to sit up here and say that and admit that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's growth though.
Yeah.
You got some 50-year-old dudes out here won't even come like that. They swear to God they running everything. They swear to God they running their house. They swear to God, I
can't take that credit like that because right now to this day, you know, if I ain't running my mouth like I used to lean on your shoulder, I could call my baby cousin, which is a female, Shamunda. Me and her grew up right there, right there together, like my little sister. That's my shoulder. She gonna lean. I can lean, and she gonna lean. We gonna rock out. Then I got my gal on certain things. I just know for sure my gal gonna be there. If my gal go away and I can't call her, I can't call you, can't call my mama, man, you be lost. So I have built me a little structure. You know, they all say you done got you get mean. You did. It's because you know I have to do certain things to be able to maintain and stay clear. Of me going back to my old ways of doing things. And I'm so scared that I slip, fumble. I can't fumble the ball no more, man. If I fumble the ball and go back down that road, it's automatically death or you got them 25 years on the table.
Man, you know what? I wish, man, you know I'm sitting here and I ain't trying to be funny when I say this, but like you really could be a motivational speaker for these little niggas in the hood right now because they lost, bro.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on. They lost. They need more people to speak to them like that.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I got my little brother. I tried my best for little Mars, man. Shout out to Lil Mo, man. I tried my best to talk to him, but he have seen me on my ups, my downs, been right there with me. I couldn't shake him. Now I got a little brother, man, Lil Zach. Out the hood, my partner Rambo, son, I love this little nigga to death, man. He came to my life, and that little nigga out of everybody I know, man, for my birthday, where you at? I said, man, what you want, nigga? Man, I'm finna come. He came to my party, bought me a couple of drinks. I think he put $200-300 on my shirt, man. It made a tear come in my eye that this little nigga that I know he lost, I ain't gonna really say lost, but he is in the mix of what's going on. That's what's going on in their generation, man. They gonna hustle and do what they do until you kill them. You're gonna have to kill them.
Man.
So when I'm talking to them, I'm constantly telling them, bro, don't let these niggas kill you out there with this bullshit, dog. If it ain't worth no money, stop doing that, Zach, man. And then, you know, I constantly say it because I really love that little nigga. That little nigga, I see so much of me in him. So where like when you say I could probably talk to, it's a lot of little niggas I talk to. They'll slow down and listen if you really take the time and give it to them real. I don't care who you are. I'm telling you the way I see it. This is how my mind run. I'm gonna tell you the real.
And what I've been through.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna tell it if I ain't been through it.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
If you telling you ain't been through it, you know what you're doing, a bunch of lying.
Oh man. I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't got time. I done all that lying shit to run you crazy. I think why my little shit down here turning lying and bullshit.
Well, hell, don't say this shit, man, because I got a whole lot of it.
Well, you lying like a motherfucker.
Nah, that's wisdom. That's what you call wisdom.
Yeah,
shit.
man, let you tell it.
Yeah, that's wisdom, bro. I've been through it. I don't, like I tell people all the time, I don't look like it. I don't talk about a lot about what I've been through, but I've been through it, man. Still going through it. This shit don't stop. Nah, it don't stop, man.
That's one thing my mama say, all you gotta do is keep getting up.
Shit.
Gotta
keep waking up. What they say, keep waking up in the morning, youngster. That's what they tell
my
me.
mama used to tell me. I used to say little shit. She'll say, just keep waking up, nigga.
Yeah, keep waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
But man, that's we haven't even touched the surface of we ain't even got up to the vinyl. We ain't got up to where you at now. We just kind of we might have to do a part 2 of this here, man.
It'll be however you do it, man. I'm always ready to run my mouth a little bit. Like I say, to me, this like a testimony. I feel proud of myself to be you know, where I'm at in life. It was a lot of times I used to be like, man, I want to be, like right now I got a Cadillac. I want to be Benz. I want to be, I always dreamed of me a pretty Cadillac and a nice house in Mo City. Now I got 2 Cadillacs and a house in Mo City, and I want a Benz. And a bigger house in Mo City, or Katy, or, you know what I mean? But in life now, man, I'm real happy with what's going on, which every day I'm going to cry about my kids ain't clean the restroom, or, you know, certain things. My mama called me, go to the store. It be certain things I'm going to cry about, but I think I'm entitled to have me a little something to cry about or trip on, but other than that, man, my life beautiful, man. I can't cry. You know, I get up, most of the time the little stuff I want to eat on at the house. You know, baby will come in there and cook me something. I got my shop wide open. I can do my thing.
And it's there.
Yeah, and I hustle hard for it, you know. I had that OG Ronnie Rome over there off 8100, man. He told me way when we had the shop on Belford. I used to be, man, I need to do this. I need to. You're like, bitch, what you crying for? You got this car, you got a car over here, you got your little rims, you got a house, you got a shop that's yours. Nigga, you tripping. Don't you know how many niggas want to be? I say, man, but it's still, if I get comfortable with, I got this here going on, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be locked in. But now I really want to move forward, man, with my whole brand. And like, if I'm thinking about setting me a class up, show other people how to do it. And I think my blessing will pile up a little thicker, but that's just the way I see it. I got to figure out something to step up the ladder a little more, because I be steady getting comfortable in my old way.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with it, though, because as long as you want more, you'll continue. You'll continue to hustle. You'll continue to grind. You know, I got this saying that, and it just came out my mouth on the last podcast I did. I say, man, if you don't brand you, who gonna brand you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. If you don't brand you, who gonna brand you? If you don't look out for yourself, who gonna look out for you? I had a long conversation about that today, Jack. You had one of my partners from Kids, old Charlie Pooh. Shout out Charlie Pooh, man. Charlie Pooh say, man, you did the whole Big Shot Bulldog. That's another brand that I put out with my partner. My best friend, Ra put out a dog label. He selling them French Bulldog. This Big Shot Bulldog. We went to the dog show with JC them out there in the club. I seen that. That was a pretty
people went to, hey, we got Big Shot Bulldog now. It was a thing. And he kept saying, man, why wouldn't you put the G Original brand on it? I say, man, that G Original brand, I'm trying to really branch off and make me a real clothing thing. I don't want to just stamp that on everything it used to be, because if it's not original, it's not original. My original came from, you know, it started out as Jesus Originals. Between me and my partner Sabu put that together as young as kids. And it started being a little old conflict in it. Then my grandma said, you need to take Jesus' name off of that. Nigga, you got, you know what I mean? I say, nah, mom, it ain't Jesus. She said, yes, it is. When I said Jesus. GS apostrophe US. Originals.
I ain't know that.
Yeah,
so when was that?
That was, man, I think I really got started, shit. What year was that hurricane down there in Louisiana?
05.
So probably 03.
Katrina probably was
03, 04. We came up with that name, going riding the Ville Play, Louisiana, man. We ride. And what put it in my mind is, remember that nigga Notorious Big said, that Jesus, the Notorious just.
No shit.
And I say, you know what? That nigga said something.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out a way to ease my way into the hand painting shirts. They had Mesquite shirts I did. And everybody was doing. I seen Rick D them out there on the West doing it over there at Ghetto Dream. I said, man, I'm gonna figure me a way to do this. But I was still playing games. I ain't had nothing together. My partner was a little over me. So he, man, let's do this, let's do that. We talked about it, it never worked. So I ended up getting in some trouble, just moving dumb. So when I got in, I said, man, you know what, it's time for me to wake up. I got something in my hands, and I asked my grandma to let me borrow $50. I went and bought me 12 T-shirts and got me some paint. I'm in a halfway house. I started taking orders in the hood, $35 a shirt. Riding around. I go back to the halfway house on the Sunday after my weekend. I might have $800-900 put up. You know what I mean?
This back then.
Yeah, way back. And this was after the fact. But when it first started, I was staying out here in Mo City in Hunters Glen. Me and my girl, my girl I was in love with out there. We locked in. I learned how to do it in her living room. So when I ended up going out of town for Louisiana and come back, I got in trouble. And when I got into trouble, I said, man, let me wake up, man, and come on with it. Like I'm saying, I came back to the hood. Everybody I grew up with, they having money. I was still trying to do this and do that and moving dumb. So once I did wake up, it was on.
Yeah.
It was on, man.
Man, you know what? Shout out to C.E.O. I want to thank you for something.
Oh, yeah.
You brought up the hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
When Ike hit, I want to say that was 2009. And my lights was off, trees and fell on the shop and everything.
Yeah.
We ain't have nowhere to work.
Yeah.
And you was like, man, maybe y'all can go over in C.E.O. barber shop. Yeah, right. Yeah. Belv's Mother King, shout out to C.E.O. And I appreciate you for plugging us like that, man, because if it wasn't for that, we've been out of work for a couple of weeks because the barbershop didn't have no power.
And you ain't even know her.
I ain't even know her. And when you told her about us, she welcomed us with open arms.
She always real. She always real. Her little niece Shonda the one, Shonda and Squirt over here in Robinson Edition. Them people, man, I can't never lie, man. Them people gave us a foot in the door.
Yeah.
Gave me it was a motivation for me because they let us get a shot. It was somebody there.
Man, I ain't know that woman from nobody.
Yeah,
she welcomed us, me,
that was
me,
her
Big
father
Craig.
owned that barbershop all them years.
I knew about her, but I didn't know her.
Yeah.
And
I happened to move into them, and like I said, her niece rented us the shop next door.
Yeah.
And Shonda from back here on this side over in Robinson Edition.
Yeah.
And Squirt, my boy, he was messing with the music. That's his wife. And they let us in. So now I knew then, like I say, it started with V. He invested that money in me. He seen it in me because I was serious when I came out of jail. I'm gonna get to it, man. And I caught him and Hump one day sitting in the car. I gave them both a shirt. And this is a weekend home on visit. So I gave him a shirt. And he was like, I'm gonna do it. We gonna get us a spot. I'm gonna help you. And I was like, man, nigga ain't gonna do nothing. He told me all my life he was gonna get behind me. But when they seen me hungry and really serious, man, people started falling out the tree. I'm, out the sky, investing money and helping me do things.
Yeah.
So when we got that shop, my cousin was sick, So I never thought that kinfolk won't see this happen or won't be here with me. And I had never ever in my life paid a rent, the light, I'm still at the high with mama. I done live life, but I don't know this kind of stuff. So I was pushed into learning it, and I felt obligated to still get up every day and maintain, because now my cousin done died. He put everything in my lap. He showed me what I needed to show. And everything I begged for in life, boom, here you go.
Yeah.
So he passed on. I knew I had to get up. I had to make sure I paid them people that money at that shop. I had to get in there and hustle. And then I got to shout out my boy John, man. John was going to get up, push.
Big John.
Big John, man.
Big John. Yeah. Big John.
Without John, man, I would have crumbled, because without him, it started with me, him, and V. Before that, it was Gino and Haircut Steve.
Yeah.
And all us in there together.
Yeah.
So they crumbled. John rocked out with us. Kinfolk got sick. John was jail. I kept going. John came back. Me and John fought. We argued. We cried. We done everything together. Every time he came back, I said, this nigga like a cat, man.
Yeah.
He came back,
I remember Big John, 'cause Big John used to be over there sometime when you wasn't there. Opened up. Yeah.
That's what he did. He opened up.
Yeah.
I can get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. John said, man, I be getting up early to make sure I got us $500-600 put up in the safe.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, if this kind of money could be made, let me push hard to put more product out. And just knowing, as long as you got some product, just like the dope game, man. You got some good product out and you constantly pushing, the people gonna come, or it's gonna come.
You got to be there, and it's consistency.
Yeah,
it's consistency.
Yep.
Man, speaking on that, how do you feel? Because you dropped Charlie Franks.
Yeah.
You did work with Charlie Franks. You did work for Big Shot Bulldog.
Pug on Reed Road. The Herschelwood Hardhead, Nottingham Studios.
Yeah.
All your stuff. You got Track House, Sucker Free Records.
Sucker Free, Big Hump. Shout out Big Hump,
you can't, don't act like you forgot when you brought me to the table for Just Brittany and Zero.
Damn.
Remember that started a whole nother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because man, Zero loved your work so much. He wanted us backstage.
Yeah.
You was on some real hood nigga shit
He
back
took
then.
me to I went out.
But
him and
you
Red.
went. Yeah, you went. Yeah. R.I.P. Man. Man,
Red.
Red. Man. Yeah, Red.
OG Red. Old Red.
Oh,
man.
Red, rest in peace, Red, man. You know, me and Red, we was 100-1 with each other, but boy, we bumped head a couple times.
You told me, remember? We started bumping heads.
That was a hard-nosed nigga, though. You just had to understand Red to deal with him.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Red, he was a real nigga at heart, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Red.
He called me. He wouldn't let me make it. He was trying to make me go on the ABN tour too. I was out on the bun. I was like, man, I ain't feeling, man.
I can't do that right now.
Yeah, I don't want to go on no road, and I know I'm finna go to jail. I'm trying to chill around, get my girl and them kids, and I'm going to jail.
Man, I got a picture. And you was out on bond at the time. I want to say, and I got a picture. Well, I went there and represented for you, and I gave Zero the T-shirt that you did for him. And I think my boy Chad took that picture, and I got a picture handing Zero the T-shirt.
That's how I started. I remember you called me and told me, man, I need some. I'm going to put my jewelry on for this one. Yeah, man. I remember.
So how you feel about, like, man, I know you humble. I mean, you try to be. You know, I know you're a humble dude, man, but you didn't work with some of the hood's legends and some of the hood's finest, man. How you feel about that though? Because they come to you, they come to you wanting you there. I turn on the TV, looking at Martin Luther King rodeo.
Oh yeah, man.
And I see all my boy work on TV, on local. It was local, but it's on TV. I see all your work on TV with Humping them representing it, but that was your hands put on Humping them work sucker free.
I mean,
how did make you feel though? Because you can be humble to a certain extent, but you got to know that what you doing is like up in the game. I mean, next level shit. They wouldn't.
To me, that's just like I know for sure when you coming in, you cut or you go in there, and you open that lab. But for me, that's like some legendary or that's something. But you look at it just part of what I do, part of my talent, my job. To me, my main thing I never really cared about. I ain't never think I would get rich.
Right.
Designing people logos, doing people clothes. But I got a lot of people, man, that would say, they'll say, if you don't touch it, I don't even want to do it. You know what I mean?
That was me.
But I don't, to me, that feels some kind of way. But it to me is just, you know, I knew I had a God-gifted talent. Mm-hmm. And if you call me to do it, you know, I cut myself short a lot, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, give me $50 for this logo. Mm-hmm. I be in my mind like, damn. Once I start doing it, I can't play games with it. Like, man, I should have told him 100.
Shit, 150.
I should have, but I can't do it like that because my goal was never to really make a whole lot of money off people. But I want to see people with my artwork or something that came in my mind. So it's more a joy to me to see you wearing it.
You got that same syndrome I got.
Yeah, man.
I'm the same way because people tell me all the time, say, man, the work you doing on them boys at the barbershop, they going elsewhere paying $50, $60 for them type of haircuts, that type of service that you give. But I just feel like I don't want to feel like I'm winning on people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I get told all the time, man, you tripping.
Yeah.
You too cheap.
I done that. Yeah. I mean, I even catch myself doing it to my girl. Mm-hmm. Baby, you too cheap. Yeah. And every blue moon she'll say, well, what about you doing your shirts woo-woo-woo? So this is something we got going on in my household. We constantly go at it about what we trying to do to come up. Mm-hmm. Right before I got here to the podcast tonight, bro, we was talking about, you know, just wanting more in life. Mm-hmm. She telling me like, so you through? I'm like, what you mean through? This how you on out of life? I say, nah, I mean, you know, I want to continue to climb the ladder, but to me, the way I look at certain things, like everybody want to go buy a new house. Mm-hmm. Everybody want this car, but you paying these folks this enough. You ain't got the money to just buy. You won't own nothing. When you die, we're going to leave a bill for my kids.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all good and then if that's what my wife want, I'm finna start trying to lay down everything I need to lay down to figure out how can we make her happy so she can get some of the stuff that she aiming for. To me, I set my standards so low of where I came from. I already got everything that I kind of wanted. I just ain't got me no beans yet. I just need the beans, man. I need the beans.
Man, you know what I always wanted? A '69 Mustang and a Porsche.
You done bought that 100 times.
Yeah. Well, that's what that like you want that Cadillac. I always want that 2-seater drop top Porsche.
Yeah, man.
I always want that. He'll tell you. That's all I talk about. Before I leave here, I'm gonna get me a Porsche.
That's what I say is my last thing.
And I'm gonna pull up on boys, and boys gonna say, "Nigga, that bought a Porsche." Because that's what I've been wanting. I've been wanting that Porsche. I'm gonna get that Porsche.
I said the Benz, Don. Yeah. I just need to be able to say I did everything I kind of wanted. I accomplished it just my hands. You know what I mean? I worked it. You know what I mean? So, like I say, I got a lot of people that really love me, man. They could bring me some over to make me a little bit of money. They don't never call us. Man, give me my money, man. Yeah. And I got room to go in there and give me supplies, get this, get that. Before I know it, I'm moving up to what I was trying to get a hold to. Yeah. And that's just people that love you and love what you do, because I think majority of the people that I do deal with, it came from my talents and me being the type of person I am. Because I grew up, you wanted to meet certain people. You never knew that Toast would be a legendary dude in the hood like Brad.
Right.
Bro, growing up as a kid, we used to ride the bikes, going toward Watkins, you'll see Brad and Chris sitting out there smoking, doing their thing, or catch them coming out of Shamrock. We'll cuss them out there, throw a rock at her, we throw rocks at them, whatever, and go on about our business. You had, like you would see Cornell is coming down the street jamming or, clean, looking good. You never thought that these people would be what they are today.
Cameraman, we still rolling? All right.
Yeah, you never thought these people that I grew up right under would be that. You know what I mean? Like the lady on like Tyra Ferry when we played on Boys in the Hood. Mama.
Yeah.
She from the hood. Her and one of my mama close friends were best friends. Man, right there.
Man, you dropping gems. I ain't know that.
Man. Tyra and them they right there in the hood. Yeah. Even the I think it's Terry from In Vogue. Them people right there, people I seen as a child.
Yeah.
In the hood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could happen. I didn't know that. I don't know, you call humble, whatever, but I'm going to stay at it, man, Yeah. I'm going to stay at it. I don't think I reached who I need to reach yet to get all the way there, but I ain't going to let up.
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't going to let up.
Nah, shit, you just like me, you got to do this to the death of you, but look, you got to do it to the death of you, but it can't be the death of you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, what I'm doing, I tell my wife all the time, I don't know no other way. Yeah. I don't know nothing else. All I know is music and cutting hair. Yeah. I don't know nothing else. So as far as whatever this take me to, that's what I'm going to do. Whether it's going to branch out, franchise the name, run a barbershop with other barbers in it, whatever the case may be, this is all I know. This is God's gift. This is what I was born to do, and this is all I'm going to do. I don't know nothing else. Now, I might go do something to side hustle, make some money, but as far as what I do, as far as the gift, as far as what I'm put here to do, this is all I know. Yeah. This is what it is.
Yeah, man.
For real.
That's how I can understand it at first, like I say. And it's just a quick story. I remember growing up when the hustling really when he starting to roll a little bit. We had that big ass gray flip phone. That boy Jimmy over there in Southside was doing them phones.
StarTAC. Is that what it was? Was it StarTAC or was
you know that?
Oh, you talking about that old one?
That fat one
with the bottom part flipped out. Yeah, you talking about
that was our first phones.
Yeah,
but you had burners though.
Yeah.
So you got me and Lil Jeff riding around the Camaro, no AC. That running Camaro though, no AC.
Yeah.
The window cracked about this much, tires around our neck. We both got them phones plugged up, riding, hustling.
Yeah.
My mama came and said, "Boy, come on, we're gonna go over here to Houston, the audience to the Houston." Took me to the Galleria area. I went in there, I'm jumping out, I'm clean because we hustling now. having a little bit of money. Go in there, walk to school. It looked nice girls in there.
Yeah.
Everything. The people promised me, man, if you come on right now with what you got going on with this, you'll be rich by the time you turn 21. I probably was 15, 16 years old then.
Yeah.
And I said, nah, I ain't. In my mind, man, I got some work at the house. I got, my bro out here riding. We riding around. We wearing these Tommy Hilfigers and doing all. Man, I ain't finna go in no audience to Houston, and I know better with the street.
Yeah.
And I chose that route versus gone listening to what she was trying to show me. I just believed that the talent I was born with would be no money. You ain't thinking you gonna make no money off of.
You don't think that.
You know what I'm saying? This was stuff I was doing in school after I finished my test. I'm going to go and draw something. And the teachers loved me for that, but I never looked at it like, damn, this here paving my way.
You ain't look because you young at that time.
Yeah, even when I got older.
Yeah.
By the time you met me, I was just really starting to take it serious, bro. Like I say, I started out here in Mo City. I was in a relationship out there and was on my ass. I had met somebody that heard about my on the oil work. He bought me all my utensils. She let me sit in that living room and keep going. I started feeling like, damn, people want to buy this.
Yeah.
So when I came back to the hood after me and her break, I moved back to the hood, and then it started to be in what now people calling, man, I need to do the logo. I need to come paint this. I need to come do this. So now I'm making a little bit of money. I'm able to put money back. I got after that, I'm 2-3 cars, my own house, and still didn't feel like I'm successful. I'm feeling like I'm, nigga doing a little something, but you know what I mean? So if you look at it now, I got at least 10, 15 years that I have been able to ride, put on some nice clothes, buy the tennis I want to wear me a little bit of jewelry, and this is from my God-gifted talent.
Yeah. Nothing else but.
Yeah, nothing else.
But that's the same thing, Like I can tell you, as far as cutting hair, I knew I had it. I knew I had it at 16, 17. Yeah. That's when I first picked up them clippers. And but I ain't go to school. Just like you say, you ain't start taking it serious till you was like maybe 30.
Yeah.
That's around the time I met you. Like you had a shop full. You going.
Yeah.
At that time, you had that's when you had the hood.
Yeah.
You had the hood before that, but when you had that shop, the hood had somewhere to go.
Yeah.
To come get that work, like for real.
Yeah, man.
So, but just like me, I ain't go to barber until I was 28.
Yeah.
I was running full barbershop out my house, but I knew I had it at 16. But I ain't started taking it serious till about 28, 29. Yeah. So I understand you wholeheartedly what you talking about right there. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I did that too. Cutting that hair like that. In my grandmama's house, on the porch. Anywhere I can get to go cut me some hair, I did that.
Man, you was telling me that before the show.
Yeah, I did that, man.
And you told me a little bit about it in the past, but I ain't know you had skills like that, though. I ain't know you could get on.
I wish I can get you some of them people down there on my side, man. That I used to cut all my partners' hair. They'll come in sometime in the morning. You'll have my partner, little Turtle come 6:30, because we got to be around there at Worthing or Wilson at a certain time. Turtle get Mama Jessie, drop him off, and come in there. We'll go out there, smoke us a little sweet right quick, and I chop him up right fast. Then you had my partner Taz out of Hillwood. Taz would come early or sometime right after school, man. Knock me, do this here for me. So, I really had a good clientele, but as I got older, I was like, man, I don't want to do no more haircutting. Like right now, I got a couple of partners like, bitch, pull the clippers out. I don't cut hair no more.
Yeah, you go sit to the white. You don't even want to do that no more.
Yeah, I don't do it no more because I'm into something else. I burn out on that hair a long time. I cut everybody hair, all the old heads, all my partners that grew up in our era. I cut everybody. And then went to biofade designs. By the time the taper really got fired up, I was already through. What the hell kind of haircut is that? So when I see that, I like, shit, they tripping. We bow a fresh high bow fade or either fresh high bow fade or you just started being a little bit lower, but the design and the part, you was live.
I started cutting my own hair with the high top fade with the flat tops. I used to go to school fresh. That was before you. I used
I
to
know
go
it because I wore that, but I ain't never. By the time them was out, I couldn't cut nothing.
Man, I used to go to school fresh. People used to be like, "Man, who cut your hair?" I'm like, "Me." Yeah, then you lying. And they used to think I was lying. I wasn't never the one to cut hair at school, but it was a few boys that was cutting hair at school. Fred Rose and a couple of
Man, shout out Freddie Rose.
Oh, you know Fred Rose?
We rode the bike to Fred Rose. Me, MB, Big Man. We gonna ride.
See what I'm saying?
Freddie put a whole Simpson family
See
in
what
your
I'm
head,
saying?
man.
See what I'm saying?
It wasn't
Fred
nobody. Man, the coldest people I knew to design your hair would be. Man, shout out to Pat down there in Southside Barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Pat was the coldest that I knew because he can straight raise and go off.
Mm-hmm.
Then we met Freddie Rose on the side. Then you had Haircut Steve over here on Hersheywood.
Mm-hmm.
So when we hit the schools on, we thinking we lagging, we can go to Fred. But man, that nigga Steve had Duke and them. Them niggas was coming to school with they whole car on swingers, and I like, damn, that nigga Steve. And I never knew who Steve was, but I knew Duke from being close to me and my brother. You know, he was at the high with me and D.A. and them.
Mm-hmm.
So when I like, man, them niggas be having some ultimate haircuts.
Straight up.
Freddie Rose was one of the ones that was
Shit.
gonna show out, man.
That's who we went to. Like, I cut my own hair.
Yeah.
But when I want, like you say, when I want to show out, I'm gonna go wait on Fred. You go down there and see how many Fred got. You waiting hours to go get a cut from Fred.
Fred wasn't gonna rush do nothing either though.
No.
You would sit under that carport out there and be chilling. He'll go in eating. Damn, Fred, what you gonna do? Dog? It was kind of odd we go to old Fred, man. We never knew that his mama and his sister was pretty cool people. Ended up, my partner, Big Baby, got a daughter from his sister. Mm-hmm. But I remember them when we was kids.
Yeah.
People would come in, look at everybody crazy, and go on the high. You never see nobody afraid to go in because they done bought some food.
Yeah.
We waiting.
Yeah, sitting outside on that carport.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What about old Tim Green?
Yeah. I mean, but you know, Tim Green started. Me and Tim cool right now today.
Yeah.
But we Tim ain't never cut my hair.
Yeah, he did me.
The tripped out part about it, Tim started coming to me get his hair cut.
Tim was down. Remember when he was down there by McGregor Park?
Yeah.
That's when me and bro went the day before bro died. We went over there that day before. Got our haircut.
Oh, wait. You talking about Byron Tim or Tim Green?
I don't know if I remember Tim Green.
Yeah, because this Tim, it was two of them.
The Tim I'm talking about, he was right across from where Darryl Scott cut it. I mean, where Darryl Scott shot was it.
Now you talking about Tim Green? But when Tim was over there at
he direct across.
Damn,
from
what's the
park.
name of it? But I know because I used to go there. All us, me, Screw, Hawk, Pat, all us used to go to the barbershop. But Tim was so busy, I started going to Swift.
Yeah.
And what made me start going to Swift, I was already cutting my hair. My old man died in 95.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go somewhere and chill and get my hair cut and, get my mind off of shit. So I started, Tim was busy. You waiting all day on Tim.
We walk right
Tim,
in that
man,
bar.
now, because Tim, the whole screwed up clique.
That's what it was about. It was, niggas was Hollywood.
But Tim's still down there. He's still cross track.
I seen and heard him doing his thing, but that dude I remember by McGregor Park, that nigga had us so live. Yeah. And when bro
Plaza Barbershop.
Right across from when Darryl Scott right there.
Now I'm telling you what it is, Plaza Barbershop.
I remember because when bro passed, I remember seeing bro, we just got the exact haircut. Fresh ball with just a holding part down the side, but I was always sideways in my hair.
Tim Green and Big Swift was in Plaza Barbershop, across street from Darryl Scott.
Yeah,
and I started going there. That was 95, but Tim was so busy. Everybody going.
See,
Tim.
you a year after we did. I remember being in that shop with Tim. It was March of '94.
But see, I was cutting my own shit.
Yeah,
like I told you, my old man died in the summer of '95. That's what made me. But my boy Burton then was like, man, come on down here. Cause I was cutting all these niggas' hair, but they was like, man, Tim them cut down there. I go to Tim. You got to wait all day on Tim. So I went on. I got in Swift chair, so I started fucking with Swift. Yeah, but me and Tim were cool. I went to school with Ron and Eric Green, his brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came out of Sterling together. Tim younger than me. Tim probably about your age.
He older than me.
But he a little older than you, but he younger than me though.
Yeah.
Me, Ron Green, and Eric Green, his two brothers, his mama used to teach me in elementary. His mama, Miss Green.
Oh, yeah, you know the whole family.
Yeah, I know the whole family,
I didn't know
man.
him.
I told you.
Remember him from that dead end area and that dead end era.
Yeah.
And going down there getting that haircut. But
Yeah.
you know that haircut thing, it was somebody else when we stayed in the leans that was hard. I don't know if it was
Cutting
Tim.
hair.
It was somebody in the back, all the way to the back of the apartment by that big pool.
I can't think.
Man, that nigga had a ramp and that nigga he was the first nigga we seen with that part go all the way through like pot.
But that's what I used to cut though.
We had man, that nigga, I can't think who his name was though. He used to cut me, Troy, and Kenny hair in the back of them leans, man. Have us fresh. But everybody went, Stig them.
Yeah.
Everybody went back there and got their hair cut. And I think it was Tim. To be honest, I think
it might have been.
I think it was Tim.
Tim just never cut my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been, but we always been 100 though. Like I say, I came up with his brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But, hey, man. Say, man, this right here, we gonna have to do a part 2, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, for real.
What you missing? What you got, man?
But you know we can go though. And I know we ain't all the name drops, all the history, all the hood.
That's what I come for, man. I want to be able to tell you niggas parts of the story, man, they ain't been told, man.
Yeah,
when you mentioning niggas like Ronnie Rome, man, Charlie Frank, you gonna always hear them bubble twins, but these are part of my history, what I seen up close. You got people like Poochie, man. Shout out, Poochie, Rock Solid Records down there in Cloverland. That's the OG down there. That nigga, man, we ain't seen him on no interviews and nothing, but that nigga mean a lot to our area.
Man, you know what, man? Hook me and him up. Let me tell you something, because he followed me on Instagram, but I know he followed
Rock
me
Solid
because he know you.
Rock
but
Solid
he followed me
man.
on Instagram, man. I like
he means something to our history, man. As far as like you got C.E.O. them and them niggas came up under that. You know what I mean? Poochie was one of the ones that did his thing for that Clover and that 4,000 area back there. And he's one of the people that put a certain stain on the game. He made it where you had to come on with it. Like right now, we working at these slabs, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he right now, I know for sure he got something up his sleeve, man, but he letting it be known, man, you can't be playing like that. You can't do that top this. You can't do that. That's set a standard for certain things for our area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he always meant certain things to us back there. You know, he just was gone for a while. But when I come to the podcast and talk, I want to tell my story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the story or like our end, hey, man, you might need to change the channel.
Or get on here and tell your part.
You know what I mean? If you don't know how to get out here, I call my boy, man, get you in there, tell your story.
Yeah, tell your
Every
part.
side ain't been told, man. There's a lot of pieces to the pie missing, man. But it's a lot of people that, man, get them people they flowers out. They pay ways for you niggas to do certain things out here, man.
Yeah, for
So
real.
when I speak on certain people, you know, that OG shit means something. OG gonna feed and pay ways for you to feed yours and eat, man.
Yeah, for real.
All that old extra OG shit, man, that ain't what's up. Yeah, that ain't what's up, man.
Yeah, for real. Hey, man, shout out to South Acres. Shout out to S.A. Foods, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dead End, Kennedy Heights. Shout out to Pearl Homes. Shout out to Christmas.
Cloverland, man.
Shout out to Botany.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, do more. Look, all that is Selinsky.
Yeah,
shout out to Foxwood.
Yeah, man.
VA. The Lean.
Yeah, man.
Not Christmas. People don't even remember Esperanza. Back in the back there.
Them Esperanza was deadly looking too, boy.
Kingsgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people, I sit back and talk to people. I got a homeboy miss me all the time. He from Fifth Ward. He be like, nigga, your roots in Fifth Ward because my mama Fifth Ward. But I was born and raised in Dead End.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born and raised Dead End. I tell him all the time. Shout out to Black, man, Chris Black. He always, nigga, you Fifth Ward. Man, my mama from Fifth Ward, true story. But 69, I was born on Botany.
She moved out here.
5400 block of Botany, Dead End.
I've been right there in that corner high, 1114, man.
Yeah.
All my entire life. And then, like I say, my grandmama, right there in the middle of where it started with Dirty Red and them and OG Scott and them niggas was right there building up a brand for Botany.
Yeah.
Then you got Courtney, you got Head, you got you got certain people came up. Now they doing the rapping. Now we finna brand to something else. So I grew up in the middle of everything. I was right in the middle. Yeah. I remember having an argument with my partner, like, bitch ass nigga, fuck Cloverland. They'll be fucks out there. I can't really say because my daddy owned Body in Cloverland and my mama owned Leitrim. So I got a lot of family back there. Cause it seemed like everybody in Cloverland kin, man.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of family back there, man, and and I was both ways, so I was able to see a lot of stuff growing up. And I'm always be ready to tell my story, man.
Yes, sir. You supposed to.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What we looking like on time?
We been in there a long time.
I see it. Man, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
I told you, man, but you know what? It's always like that. This come from back when we gonna wrap it up, but this come from back when you was on the West. Yeah. I used to ride out there 1, 2 in the morning and come sit in the garage with you while you sitting there doing some work. Oh, yeah, and we sit there and chop it up for 2-3 hours. Yeah. Baby looking at me sideways, coming in, baby. I'm at Dundee high. You know what I'm saying?
Even putting a little sitting in there. To show him. Yeah. It's another thing, man. My blessing won't continue unless I'm willing to pass it or show that love, man. That's why I cut myself on the numbers. Yeah. I need my blessing to stay in line. I need God to keep his hand on me. Yeah. So we got them memories and that stuff going on. All of it's a good thing, though. I can't say nothing bad about you or you brought no bad stuff to me. Yeah. So we out here in the middle of the night, man, vibing in the lab, trying to get a mixtape, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. We gonna get in that lab in another 2-3 days.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get in that lab, and hey, man, it's good sitting up here chopping up with you, man. We're gonna have to do a part 2, cause like I say, I don't even think we made it up to We only made it up to about 2010 or something like that, man. We touched a little bit from now.
I think we covered, man.
We
covered. We did a good covering. I was trying to make sure I said the right things. I need to make sure the right people in my first part of this thing, or make sure I gave my flowers where they need to be given.
Man, you a natural, bro. But you know what? When we hop on that mixtape. Yeah. You go hard on that because that music. You go hard on that. I'm like, hey,
that's
man,
what I need that music to drop some new Jill real close. I've been listening to the same music over and over. I need some music, man. Y'all Kyle Jack and tell them put us a mixtape out.
Hey, man, we
drop some new clothes, man.
Hey, man, we got it, man. Hey, man, look, I appreciate you for being the artist that you are. I appreciate you for being the voice of the streets, man.
Yeah, man.
Because when you put them. And this is something I should have said in the beginning. When you put them RIP t-shirts together, put people loved ones. It's something we ain't talk about. Yeah. But when you put people loved ones, because you did me back in 2009, you did it for nephew. Shout out Nookie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick Money. But you put that together for me, man. You put I want to say about 30 shirts you put together. You did that shit. You did that shit hand paint. Yeah, you pressed them pictures. And you did that shit in about 48 hours for your boy, man. I appreciate that, man. But you are the voice of the streets. You make memories for people, man, and people appreciate you, man. And just like them boys say, give flowers, but man, I'm gonna give thanks. That's what we gonna say. I ain't gonna ride out the drink champs. They say give flowers. I'm gonna give thanks while you here, because man, people appreciate you out here, man. Keep doing what you're doing for real. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep elevating people. Yeah, my nigga Dundee in the lab with your boy Jack. You know what I'm saying? We finally made it in the lab, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. And we out, man. Shout out that boy G Originals Clothing. Is it G Original _ or G Originals Clothing?
I think it is G Original _ Clothing. And be sure, if y'all see G Original Clothing, you see G Original Cuts under it, go check it out. Yeah. All that's us.
Straight up. And I'm in the lab live _ podcast, man, and we out, man.
100.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We done.
Yeah, man.
Life Life got me on the high-speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm keeping my faith. Been counting out, looked over, from the very beginning. Stay down, never change, got acquainted to win. Hey, life got me on the high-speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm keeping my faith. Been counting out, looked over, from the very beginning. Stay down, never change, got acquainted to win. With all the fuckery and hate, sorrow and the grief. How you ballin' if you fallin', steady facing defeat? Shit ain't sweet where I be. It's a struggle trying to maintain. It's a job by itself trying to dodge handcuffs and the chain gang. So-called friends turn into me. They so shady like shade trees, but it's all love, B. My motto, everybody eats beef, was my downfall. Had to come out of that hole like a groundhog. But I ain't looking for a shadow, I'm searching for a bag. Trying to get my family shit they never had. And trying to finesse my way to a better way of living. God bless me to be a blessing, so I'm out here giving. Whether it's a peace of mind or motivation.